Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO's unit of the week. Today we are taking a look at the F-5A Puff. The F-5 was a jet plane developed from the 60s all the way into the early 70s by the United States Air Force. It was a multi-role plane that could be used for ground attack, air interceptions, seed runs, and reconnaissance patrols. Very simply put, it's kind of like an F-16 but developed in the 60s, and because of its cheap price, it was exported to a crap ton of countries. An awful lot of countries ended up using the F-5 some point. A lot of third world countries and America's NATO's allies that didn't have as big militaries used the F-5. One of these countries being Norway. Over the years they managed to procure 100 of these F-5 freedom fighters. They ended up disbanding and stopped using these planes in the 2000s because by that time they were rather old. In game, the F-5A Puff is a 70-point seed plane that can be brought by Norway, and it has 3 weapons available to it. Its first weapon being 2 M39A2 autocannons with a range of ground of 2,100 meters, the same against airplanes, and a range of helicopters of 1,575 meters, 30% accuracy, 1 HE, and 1,499 rounds a minute, making it a rather standard plain cannon. Nothing really too much to say here. Secondly, we got the AGM-45B Strike seed missile with 2 of these missiles with a range of ground of 4,200 meters, 50% accuracy, 20 AP, and a reload time of 2 seconds. Overall, a rather good seed missile. You have a pretty good chance on hitting the enemy AA, and with 20 armor penetration power, you're pretty much gonna run hit kill most AA pieces. And thirdly, we've got the AIM-9L fire and forget missiles with 2 of these missiles available to the plane with a range of helicopters of 2,100 meters, airplanes of 3,850 meters, 50% accuracy, 4 HE, and a reload time of once again of 2 seconds. Overall, a rather standard close range plane missile, good for dealing with enemy planes and enemy helicopters. And if we just pop down to its miscellaneous stats, it has no armor whatsoever, 10 HP, 30% ECM, very good air detection, a speed of 750 kilometers an hour in the air, a turn radius of 400, a time over target of 85 seconds, and it can be brought in support, motorized, armored, mechanized, and airborne decks. In battle, the F-5A Puff has 2 jobs. The first one is to deal with enemy radar AA, and it's rather good at doing that, because for 70 points, even if it does get shot down, just as long as it kills a Tor or a Tunguska, some sort of heavy AA piece, you already paid yourself off, and that's pretty bloody good. And even though it doesn't have the best stats, it does have a chance of surviving. 30% ECM is a rather good dodge chance. And secondly, it's also good with dealing with enemy helicopters. Because of its slightly slower speed at 750 kilometers an hour, it has a longer time over target when doing a gun run on an enemy helicopter. And sometimes you can get off both of those AIM missiles, and you really do mess up those enemy Hinds, Ka-50s, Mi-28s, pretty much anything that the Soviet Union brings up in their helicopter tab. So overall, it's a cheap seed plane that also acts as an anti-helicopter plane, all for the price of under a K1 main battle tank. It's a rather popular plane to be using. It's in fashion, it's in meta, with a lot of General Blue 4 decks and Scandinavian decks. And do yourself a service and bring one of these guys up, because for 70 points, you can't really go wrong. And well, I'm going to leave it at that. This has been another RANGROO's unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.